What is up with the squad? It's Cess, your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. Back like I never left, y'all. Back like I never left. I just came up to do some Gamecockin real quick, man. Just make sure everybody's okay after the game today. Hit the like and the share. They both right there. What's the word, y'all? Game! Let me see some cocks back in the chat, man, because I want to see them like that. So, we at Florida today, y'all. 74-63. We took care of business down there at what they call it, the O-Dome. How did y'all feel about the game overall? Because I know I wanted y'all to go away and have some time to think about the game and then come back and let's talk about it as a family, right? So we just spent some time talking about that other team and everything that just happened in that game. That shit was crazy. We can talk about that too if you want to, but I wanted to spend some time talking about these Gamecocks. What stood out versus Florida, y'all? What stood out versus Florida? Yolanda Wells, what's happening? Jackie, what's good? Iceman, let's go. Frank Wright, yeah, what's good? What is good? Great day of hoops. Great day of hoops. Great day of hoops. I got games that I still got to go back and watch. There's still games that I got to go back and watch. The Texas Ole Miss game, I got to see that one. Notre Dame, I didn't watch a lot of games today. I got stuff I got to go back and really check out. But I watched us, and I know some folks felt like didn't have a great feeling at the end of the game. I walked away from the game feeling great, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you up. We didn't play a great game. But I walked away from the game feeling great because I saw us show that, yo, when it get ugly, when they muck it up, when shots ain't falling, when we can't stay on our feet, when it's just, it was just an ugly ass game. We can win ugly. We can grind it out. We can grit it out. I still got to go back and watch the presser. I kind of have heard that. Everybody should listen to Dawn Presser. Okay, I'm glad you said that. What stood out to you was we got a great point guard regardless of what's going on the floor. The mistakes. Raven pulls us together. Raven pull us together in listen, that's just her being the floor general. This is why we love Raven. But this is what Raven's supposed to do. This is what Raven is supposed to do. This is why she's Big Bird. This is why she's the best point guard in all of college damn basketball. Because of games like this. No matter what they say about Raven, Raven can't do this, Raven can't do that. Raven can do whatever she got to do. That's the problem. That's the thing. Raven does whatever it is that she has to do, whatever it is that we ask her. I love that I saw a lot of back and forth with Raven and Dawn today. Raven, what you seeing on the floor? Letting Dawn know. Letting Dawn, hey, this is what I'm seeing. And then Dawn saying, hey, run this, right? Letting players know where to go. Help, you know what I'm saying? Determination. Absolutely. We could close the game out. You agree, Jackie? Okay, yeah, Raven is that girl. Make the plays we need at the end. Listen, and it's not something to brag on, but it's something that, like, we got to know about ourselves. With 21 turnovers, we can still win by almost 10 against a team that wasn't messing around with us, okay? Listen, the Florida Gators came to play. They 0-2 in the SEC, but they're going to win some games in the tournament. In the conference. They're going to win some conference games. They're going to figure it out. They got a three that they trying to figure out. The McGill, O'Neal, Reynolds, them three, they trying to figure it out. They trying to figure it out. They had foul trouble, got O'Neal and Reynolds off the floor some. Yeah, Alicia traveled with the team. We saw her on the sideline. What's up, Lisa Pugh? Would you say Raven is reminding me of Ty Harris? She got the mental and will lock you down defensively, then hit a clutch shot or two. Yeah, like Raven did her big one. Raven been doing her big one all season, though. I don't want to stop the flowers at just this game. Raven been doing her big one all season. Matter of fact, if I'm honest, Raven been doing her big one since the end of last season when we went and started getting players and shit. Raven been doing her big one. When I put that video out and it said, and I call Raven the culture, I mean that. Raven is the culture. She the heartbeat of this thing. The Gators came, they came to take it. They was prepared to defend their house. I love the fact that the Gators kept swinging. It wasn't pretty, but we got it done. It wasn't pretty, but we got it done. Raven, look at Raven, 17 points. Raven almost dropped a 20 ball, y'all. 4 of 11, 1 from 3. Wasn't pretty. 8 from 10 for free throw, though. Tessa Johnson ain't missed a free throw. Both of them gave us 6 rebounds. 2 assists from Raven, 4 turnovers. That's very unlike Raven. I didn't like the floor and some of the other stuff that was going on out there. But we had a lot of butterfingers and other silly stuff going on. But we got just what we needed from everybody. Joyce's game looked ugly. Joyce Edwards' game looked ugly. That was the ugliest 29 minutes of basketball I've seen Joyce Edwards play. Right? The ugliest 29 minutes of basketball I've seen Joyce Edwards play. But she still finished shooting 40% from the floor, and she finished with a double-double. 1 assist, 5 turnovers. We got to take care of the damn ball. But if we take care of the turnovers, the rest of the game takes care of itself. The turnovers are 3-point shooting. We missed 10 free throws. We were shooting free throws better early in the game. You hope Jersey can hang out with Raven and rub some culture off on her? Okay. But the culture will still be there. Raven's rubbing the culture off on everybody else. Y'all see Maddie? Teamwork is not selfish play. Nope. Did y'all see everybody wanting to play defense? See, this is the thing. This is why I'm excited about the game. The offense was fucked up. Okay, the offense was messed up. Okay, we played sloppy basketball, but the defense, we grinded it out. We got rebounds. We didn't get all the rebounds. It was some boxing out that we just didn't do. Like, hey, box out, man. We could add a couple more rebounds. But 59 rebounds to 36. We won a rebounding battle. 10 assists. I want to see the ball move a little bit more. Move and pop a little bit more. Move. Best shot. Move. Best shot. Move. Good shot. Right? That's the offense that we used to, that we didn't see today. Because we were fumbling the ball and falling on the ground, and they got a trash ass floor. A trash ass floor. Oh, Raven will always be around. The Raven will always be around. Raven is a Gamecock for life. Raven's been coached up in shows, and then Raven coaches up in the shows. I'm so proud of the way that she's leading. That's the most beautiful thing to watch is Raven's leadership. I mean, her offense too, but I knew that the offense was there because I've been telling y'all that Raven could score. Did y'all see Raven get to the basket whenever she wanted to? Whew. Raven had one; she just laid it up over the rim. You know what I'm saying? Raven definitely is going to be the big sis to spread that knowledge. Having a GOAT point guard as your head coach also helps. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, Dawn ain't no slouch either. Yeah, we were sped up. Gotti got sped up. To start the game, and then Medina got 2 fouls, and that kind of just threw us off rhythm, right? Then Joyce never really got into a rhythm. But when it was time to close the game, we were all poised. Nobody was beating on the floor. Nobody was panicking. Nobody was arguing. Nobody was yelling at each other. It was, okay, run the goddamn set. So the WNBA is on her radar. But Raven is the type of player, I don't know what Raven is going to do. But like how you saw J.C. Sheldon go back and coach at Ohio State in the offseason. Maybe Raven does something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm so glad to be a Gamecock. Chloe coaching up Medina on the sideline in the timeout. I always see Chloe coaching up. I'm calling this do not be surprised if after or during her W career, Raven will be on someone's coaching staff. Hopefully it's ours. I love that. Such a GOAT Gamecock community of resources to refer to. Won't she? But that's the beauty about being a Gamecock. Everybody get that. Everybody got that. Everybody. Mm-hmm. Everybody. And here's the thing. People don't talk about Camila as a GOAT. Y'all gonna start talking about Camila Cardoso as a fucking GOAT. As a Gamecock GOAT. I need y'all to put that respect on Camila Cardoso's name, y'all. I need us to push back on the narrative. I need people to understand that Camila Cardoso is a Gamecock GOAT. Okay? We can argue about it in the chat. You're going to tell me your reasons why she's not, and then I'm gonna tell you why she is. Or matter of fact, I already put out a video about why she is. Stop sleeping on her. Camila Cardoso is a Gamecock GOAT. Check her out now. Check her out. Camila Cardoso is a GOAT. Our team is standing around a lot, looking at the ball. No hustle on the rebounds. Got to get to blocking out. Got to get to blocking out and get to the 50-50 balls. We didn't have it. We like that energy today. That pop. That pop. I don't know. Raven might one day take over for Dawn. It'll be a while. I don't know if she takes over for Dawn. I don't know how much. Listen, here's the thing I'm gonna tell y'all. Just like I told y'all, love Raven while she here, love Dawn while she here. Dawn ain't gonna be here forever. I see Ty potentially taking over before Raven. Great to toss these ideas out there, though. Oh yeah, but I see Sessions taking over. That's who I see taking over for Dawn. Sessions. That's who it looks like. Look like Sessions to take over for Dawn. But I don't know. We can talk about it. Camilla is a GOAT. A GOAT. A GOAT. A GOAT. Okay? I need people to understand that a GOAT. She has a national championship with an undefeated season on a team where she was the best player, where she was defensive player of the year. Camila Cardoso is a GOAT. Yeah, you see Sessions too. I see Sessions. That's what I think. That's what I'm wishing the plan to be. And that's not and this is with me saying that I believe that Boyer and Dawn and Law walk out together. Killer, Final Four mop, please. You know what I mean? Final Four mop. They forget that part. Killer, two-time national champion. Two-time. You understand? Two-time. Man, they don't like that. Hey, I don't know. I don't know. They sleep on Camilla. They need to wake up. This one of the premier bigs in the world. Go back and watch Camilla and the Phoebus when she was playing against when she had 2 dribble bets in them in hell. Yeah, Don could have 6. Man, oh man, that would be nasty. That would be nasty. Yeah, 2-time. That's a 2-time champion with an undefeated season. That's a 2-time champion with an undefeated season. There's no other big that's walking around saying that right now. There's no other big that's gonna walk around and say that. It ain't no other point guard that's gonna walk around and say they got 3 of them with an undefeated season. Whew. And I think Camilla got 2 undefeated SEC seasons. Is that right? Oh, they was distracted by CC, so they might not know. Okay, yeah. That senior season was goated. If you don't believe me, go back and watch it. Jeez, 38-0. It's about to be a fire sale at NC State. That's what you heard? Well, man. Well, you know what I've been getting my shekels together for. Kai Shi, Lunin. Say it ain't so, but if it is, we got some place for her to go. Okay? That's how I have to leave it. We got some place for her to be. Let's walk through the game. Let's walk through the game. Jeez. Let's walk through the game. What's up, Gamecocks fam? What's up, Gamecocks fam? So a lot to look at the game and be like, yo, we can definitely do better, right? A lot. We can definitely do better. Okay. There's a lot of that we could say. But I like the way that we dug it out. I like the way that we fought it out. This is what I'm gonna say. And Joyce didn't have a game. Joyce didn't have a Joyce Edwards game, right? But Joyce Edwards didn't stop working. The 10 rebounds when the shot wasn't falling, 4 or 10, it's not it's not going. 10 rebounds, 1 and 2. Never wrong, always early. About that Vandy pick. Never wrong, always early. I see you, Big Draco. She's the only Gamecock big to walk out a senior champ. Don't sleep. Shh. Tell me, why do we have so many problems getting the bigs the ball? Who? We just had a sloppy game today. Kid Gemini, what's happening? Love to fight. I like a game to challenge the ladies. We made it more challenging than it had to be. A lot to unpack today, but I'll share my input in the mansion. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Maddie McDaniel, 6 points, 5 assists, 2 steals, critical 33 minutes in the game. Critical 33 minutes for the game. Our freshmen have freshman moments today. Our freshmen look like freshmen today. And that's okay. They're going to have freshman moments. We let them play through that. Yeah, Ravens Steelers. Yeah, I need the Ravens to get the win too. Maddie's defense bothered the mess out of McGill. Yeah, she was in her jersey. She was in her jersey. Yeah. Oh, Maddie was fired, but I need people to understand that that's who Maddie McDaniel is. That's who Maddie McDaniel is. Joyce found other ways to impact the game. She did. And it was moments where she could, where everybody kind of had these in their head moments. We're going to turn the page faster as the season goes on. Our bench definitely did a little bit better than the other day. I think you saying Maddie reminded you of Henny. Okay. McKeer and how smooth her game is. Yeah. Tessa, do y'all understand how clutch Tessa is? I want people to be appreciative of how clutch Tessa is. 35 minutes out there, 2 fouls, 6 rebounds, didn't miss a free throw, didn't have a great shooting day, 15 points. Played the defense we needed her to play. Reps will continue to give Maddie confidence. Oh yeah. Hey, McKeer and Isla get on that, especially Isla. Isla don't mind getting on that floor. You understand me? Isla gonna go after that rock. Clutch baby Tess. Cap in the building. What's happening? Getting this experience early on. This is great experience for them. Hey, Tessa and Gotti got pretty shots. Tessa get that thing off though. Whew, Tessa let that thing go. The rest was killing you? Yeah. Everybody had a lot to say about the rest, y'all. This is the thing that we have to know. I'm going to just remind everybody now. We play 5 versus 8, okay? 5 versus 8. We don't get no calls. Know that going in. We don't expect no calls. So when we don't get them, we don't get upset. We just keep playing basketball. That's why the ladies stay poised. Because that's the attitude. We don't get no calls. I seen us a couple times looking like, even Raven was like, damn, I'm down on the ground, man. For the 17th, 19th time. Call something. I mean, I was hearing our girls hit the floor like, nothing, no calls. Yeah, everybody's shot was off. I'm not gonna just say Isla's shot was off. Nobody shot well today. Nobody. Hey, she was giving them hell when she was in their game. Yeah, that heart, nothing else. I'm gonna go after the rock. Got to play through the rest. Yeah, we don't give a damn about them. I had a chance to see how long Isla is. She's long, creates problems defensively when she gets dialed in. She will shoot that rock with no hesitation. Okay. That's the beauty of us. The length, the size. That's the beauty of us. The stripes are always against us. This new rule to allow players to be aggressive is some bullshit. It's being called one way. Yeah, but Don gonna get them right. Kappa, appreciate the love, fam. Appreciate the love. Thank you, fam. Appreciate the support with the super chat for Isla Weiler hooping. Like what I seen from Delhi when Maddie was playing D. Listen, Adele talk, bro. 6 minutes. But it was 6 impactful minutes. Why? Because Delhi is out there talking. Delhi is out there telling people where to go. 3 points, 3 rebounds, 6 minutes. 1 or 2 from the floor, 1 or 2 from free throw. 6 minutes, but it was the 6 minutes that we needed from her. Everybody did exactly what they needed to do today. No, we didn't shoot. We shot. We were terrible shooting the ball today. No, we never gonna fold, and we not gonna hang our heads. We might get a little frustrated. We might get pissed off, but we don't hold our heads. The assignment of guarding McGill was great for Maddie. Of course, Raven could have done it, but this was giving Maddie a peek at what that job comes with. Yeah. And Raven had her chances out there too. And I ain't gonna take nothing from Liv McGill, man. Liv McGill is that's a cookie monster out there. LS who? Tori Thompson, what's happening? Arkansas next game. They just lost to Bama 77-48. Can't wait to see 6-7 in action. Yeah, it's not really much to look at Arkansas. This is why I'm looking at Georgia. Yeah, let's just be honest. I don't overlook teams, but it's just nothing to look at there. Okay, I went to try to find something to look at to scout them. There's nothing to see. Okay, I'm keeping it a buck. It ain't nothing to see there. This is why I wanted to talk about Georgia, but can't wait to see us versus Vandy and Kentucky. Oh, listen, we got some good games. It's some good games coming up now. We got Arkansas, Georgia, Texas. Yeah, before we even get to these other ones, there'll be games like this for all SEC teams. Well, I don't know if it'll be games like this for all SEC teams. Have y'all seen how some of these other SEC teams look? Shit, I don't know. I'm getting more and more cocky and confident by the day. More and more cocky and confident by the day. Y'all hear me? Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of challenges. I'm not seeing a whole lot of pushback coming from the SEC, y'all. Molly had the Eiffel Tower in the workout room the other day. Already working. Back-to-back 17-point games. Talk about it. Cess and Raven are tough with super IQs. Love their composure. Love the way they see their game. I love the way they play off each other. I love the way they talk. Yeah, we're at Arkansas. Home. We're at Arkansas. Home for Georgia. Home for Texas. At Coppin State. At Oklahoma. Home for Vandy. Okay, you getting in the building. You wasn't worried about Florida. I was surprised Iowa lost, but it was a good game. I got to go back and see. Today, who's my Final Four? I had to put Texas back in there. I still got the same Final Four, though. UConn, Louisville, South Carolina, Texas. It was Texas and Michigan. It's Texas. That's my Final Four. I ain't thinking about 8 of them. It's good to give me. It's good to get me to give you 4, Tori. I really only think about the two I said at the beginning of the season. UConn and South Carolina. I don't think about too many of these other ones because I don't believe in them. Fritchie definitely needs to get that body by Benetti training. She gonna need it. She'll be fine. The big back gotta be fine. She got bodies all around her that they got to deal with. So she'll have time to get her body together because they got to deal with Joyce's body. They got to deal with Mike. Oh man, might put her out there with a cot. Might put her out there with Deli. Like it's other bodies she got to deal with. So they got to deal with while she out there too. So Moki just threw her team under the bus and then backed over them. Her pressure is interesting. Oh, I can't wait to see it. January Madness with these teams falling off. Yeah, some of these teams. Hey, Cody McMahon almost pulled off one today. From what I hear, I seen some highlights. It'll be great to get Alicia on the court around time to head to Greenville. Okay, she about to be a whole problem. What gets me is despite how these 2 games went down today, there will still be idiots who try and mention in the same comment as Don. Who miscreant? What? Who is the? Are you talking about Kino? Who are you talking about? We got to make sure we always keep Joyce engaged. We ran too many plays today where she didn't get a touch. Okay, you think it was too much? She wasn't getting a touch. Okay. How do I think Kitt's injury affects South Carolina going forward? I think everything happens for a reason, and Chloe Kitts is going to now come out in the year that she was originally supposed to come out. And I hate that the injury happened for her, but I'm so happy that and blessed that we get another opportunity to see Kitts and Edwards on the floor together. We get an opportunity to see Kitts, Edwards, and Watkins on the floor together. You get a chance to see Kitts and maybe in a cot out there, Kitts and Andrews. You get to see Kitts with a lot of different ways. Chloe Kitts is Chloe. Shoot that bitch. Kitts around here. So I can't wait to see Kitts. I can't wait to see Kitts. It makes us deeper for next season. It got people scratching their heads trying to figure out right now what to do when all of their talent is sitting in Columbia. This is why I keep saying meanwhile in Columbia. Meanwhile in Columbia, because we ain't got all them other problems these other jokers got. They were crowding the paint when Joyce started getting the ball more. It was when she came out on the perimeter. We missed Kitts this season. should be back next year. Swatkins should be hopefully back next year as well. I believe they both are back. I believe we miss Kits on the floor, but I love the way that Kits is impacting the game from the bench. I think that this year, Chloe sitting on the bench as a coach is going to have Chloe's IQ way more advanced than it would have been this season, and that's going to be a goddamn problem for folks. Run them likes up, y'all. A lot of shit don't show up stat-wise. Oh, Maddie's a worker. Ash. What's up, Lisa? Get them likes up. Blue Mania, what's happening? What's the question, Lisa Pugh? Great manager of non-foolishness. No drama zone. Yeah. Joyce has to continue to be engaged, even if she's not scoring. Not taking on 3 people on a fast break. Sophomore moments. Vanessa DeJesus feels after transferring to Notre Dame from Duke just to lose to Duke. At least ADR got the A+ on the project without playing. Yeah, I mean, but I don't know how, I don't know how DeJesus feel, right? I don't know how DeJesus feel, right? Because was DeJesus going to play? I don't know. They help Raven be coach. I don't know. MJ. Yeah, meanwhile in Columbia, outside of Texas, who's our biggest threat and why? Nobody. I don't even think Texas is a threat. I'm not the one to ask. I'm not a good person to ask them questions, Tori Thompson, because I don't think we're gonna lose till we lose. I don't think we're gonna lose no games. There's no reason that we should lose any games if we play Gamecock basketball. There's no team deeper, smarter, more prepared with a better coaching staff than us. So I'm not a good person for that because I'm too cocky with it. Nobody. I don't see nobody as a threat. Not even Texas. Oh, that helped Raven being on the bench her rehab year. Got you. Yes, it did. Yeah. Not for me. Texas ain't no threat. Texas barely beat Ole Miss today. Did y'all see that? Yeah, man. They're not a threat. Not if we do what we supposed to do. Alicia want to smoke. I saw it in her eyes while watching. Chloe want to smoke too. Looked like Chloe wanted to go play. I seen her messing with her hair and stuff like it. He was itching to play. What? I don't. Okay. She going through a bad breakup. That's why she ain't playing good. They say. Oh no, I don't. Okay, well, it's the issues of the matters of the heart. Love and basketball. Love and basketball. I don't know. Interesting though. It's interesting. Texas showed cracks in their armor today. Okay. I gotta go watch that game. Yeah, Texas is they've proven that they are a good team. They've proven that they are a good team. I gotta put respect on their name because y'all know I didn't have them. So you gotta get over that shit. The team neither. Yeah, lock in. These teams that have good talent but only focus on one player to get the job done. At what point do they regroup and say, I need to develop what I got? Maybe have a chance. I don't know. Hey man, I don't know. That's a good question, Lisa Pugh. Some of these teams is just or bust. That's the situation. Not more efficient to see. French Emily is observing every minute. She might be ready mid-month. Hey, Big Baguette is ready. What's up? What's up, James Carter? What's the word? Your thoughts on late performance in LSU tonight? Second straight L. Oh, we should have been here for the live. I just did a live on that one. Vibing with Ty, what's up? My thoughts on Lay. What Lay did exactly what she was supposed to do today. They should have let Lay close. So until they figure out that Lay is the closer on their team, and it needs to be Lay's team. Lay was the person that was keeping them calm. Lay was the person that had them in the game. Lay was the person that was like, "Hey, y'all relax. Let's get a stop." Lay is the person who has the experience to lead them through those things. If they don't let her do it, if they don't let her do that, there's no reason to have her there. Oh yeah, Latz is still sitting there getting healthy. I've been laughing my ass off in there in these LSU chats. The Gamecocks had you over the edge tonight. No, don't go over the edge. Joyce was engaged defensively. I agree. 2 of her plays could have made ESPN top 10, both of them. Hey, Joyce has some. Joyce, she always have a couple that it's like, dang, I wish you would have converted that. Do I think she's gone if they don't get to the tournament? Not necessarily. Because where would she go? Yeah, LSU has a Kim Mulkey problem, not a late problem. Yeah, because where Kim fucked me up, and I'm not gonna make this about LSU because I was just talking about it, but where she fucked me up was that Mylasia had something working with Zakiya Johnson, where Lay was getting in the paint and either finishing or dumping it off to Zakiya, who was figuring out a way to finish. And that was their best 1-2 punch that they had going. They should have rolled that a little bit more and then, start kicking it out to NCAAW for those shots to finish. They didn't ride what the hell was working. So, late, you mean defensive stops? Oh, defensive stops. Okay, I got you. Oh, the block? She had a nice ass block. Yeah, Gotti looked like a freshman today. It's okay because she's a freshman. Lay know how to play inside out. She wasted 2 timeouts. There was 2 timeouts wasted, I believe. But LSU didn't have to lose that game today either. I'm just being honest. They didn't have to lose that game today. Yeah, they got to figure out Big Foe and Lay. They got to figure out all of that. They got to figure out when to have people on the floor. I'll say that. Those are some great things for them to try to work on right now. About Moki, she's right. Moki isn't there to develop players for the next level. Her wins, her national titles. That's it. They had it. They let it go. Kim called a timeout before the 5-minute media timeout for nothing. Well, hey, Akata almost pinned some shit on the backboard today. I can't wait till Delhi get one too. Our transition D sucked. There's a lot of stuff we didn't do well today. Too many of the same styles at the same time on the floor for LSU. There's too many people that didn't know how to close and too many people that didn't know how to meet that moment, right? You got young players and then you got players that haven't necessarily experienced those type of games. Mylasia's been prepared for those games. She's been through those games. This is a kid that's played in 2 national championships. This is a kid that's been to the Final Four, 1 SEC tournaments. So, you got to let her be who she is. You got to let her be who she is. And Dawn even talked about it. Sometimes you got to let that fucking turnover that she had, you got to let her play through that turnover. NCAAW realizes how great she is. She's too passive to me. She should have a blank green light. Well, here's the thing. You got to be empowered to have a green light. I'm sure Michaela would love to shoot the ball, but her coach has to empower her to do that. We play Arkansas next. We play Arkansas next. Koval caught 40% of the passes thrown at her today. Well, it was the away jitters for young South Carolina. Maybe. We gotta get over that though. We're gonna get everybody's best shot at home, on the road, on a neutral site. It don't matter. I was proud with the way that we gutted it out. I didn't have one problem with what happened today. It was an ugly game. It was an ugly game. It was an ugly game. It meant something for Liv McGill and them. Florida showed up for this game. It was hostile in there. So, I appreciate how they fought. I agree. I watched her fold live against Texas in Greenville last year. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. She has better shot than anyone on the team to be continued. Wow. Yeah, let me know. Top 25 revealed tomorrow. About to be nuts. People better get to moving. People, they better move some folks around for real. All SEC teams bring the A game when USC shows up on the marquee. You better believe it. Watch the Koval play us. She's going to catch and finish 120% of the touches. No, she ain't. No, she ain't. We ain't even letting that shit in there. We fronting and everything. You just seen how we did that big the other day? We ain't getting none of that action. We need these kind of wins. Big Bird scored. If you was looking for it, oh yeah. Terrible on the turnovers. The dribble penetration was crazy because outside D was non-existent today. It's going to be a lot of come on down. Yeah, come on down. You are the next contestant. Yeah, Florida attacked the rim really, really well. They were prepared. They were prepared. They just didn't have enough. But we didn't expect them to have enough. I appreciate the fight though. See what other? Let me see. Get into some of these stats. What did we do? We was pretty even as far as paint points, 34 to 32. Second chance points, 20 to 9. Fast break points, they beat us there, 16 to 7. They beat us on bench points. We won every quarter. We won every quarter today. Let's see. What do we shoot? 67% from free throw, 23% from 3, 34% from the floor. We got to clean that up. But everybody that played scored at least 1 point. Looked like, yep. Dowda had 1, Isla had 4, Adele had 3, Maddie with 6, Gotti with 5. Don't forget the last time we played Florida, we whooped them. One of their players went for 25. SC on the road will be the most fans of opponents, so it makes them play better. Yeah, for sure. LSU would be the same situation because of stardom. But they ain't used to it. Get the win and go home. We there if the creek don't rise. Okay, let's go. 68 from that is horrible. That is fucking horrible. I'm happy Joyce got it together in the fourth. Tessa was rushing her shot. Joyce was dribbling too much. Yeah, we missed a lot of layups. I don't know. It was just sloppy basketball for me. We was falling on the ground. I don't know if we needed new shoes on or what. I didn't understand why we kept falling. The slipping and sliding. I don't know. Maybe it was just the floor to floor, but they wasn't slipping and they wasn't sliding. So I don't know. I felt like a lot of people rushed some things. Yeah, but you go back. I don't even know if you go watch this tape. You go back. I don't know. To me, it was like I would have told the ladies, I don't want to even talk about basketball. Y'all just get away from basketball for a minute and not talk basketball with y'all on Tuesday. So I don't know. We need our A2s, our Asia A2s. Toronto. Joyce is not having a sophomore jinx. She is balling. Joyce. Yeah, Joyce got to pass the ball out, reset. Rebounding was a problem. Shooting rocks. The zone seemed to give us problems. We didn't get our shot going today. You gotta have a shot going up to get them out the zone. A lot of teams gonna put a zone on us. It's something we're gonna have to get better at. That's just facts. That's just facts, y'all. We gonna see a lot of zone. But I love that everybody got aggressive in the fourth and was like, let's close it. Let's go get it done. Yeah, recharge your batteries. See you in practice on Tuesday. You understand? Yeah. My message to them. The highlighters about to light their tails up anyway. And then, some of them is gonna go, some of them gonna get back and get in the gym anyway by their own stuff. Get some shots up. Get some recovery stuff going. Medina's messing up a lot of people's artists right now. She'll be all right. I think she's getting used to the tough SEC play. Medina was in the SEC last year. But what Medina got to realize is we don't get a Mississippi State whistle. We get a South Carolina whistle. And you got to finish it through contact. Finish. Yeah. You got to hit more middies and jumpers. Tessa hit the hell out the. Tessa got a pretty fucking midi. And pretty jumper. Tessa get right in the paint and bust your ass. When we play Florida again, I think, we probably play Florida again. Great mid-range shooters at Tessa, Joyce, Isla. You should have been using them. A lot of people's rotations. Okay, thanks. I was like, what artist? What artist, man? I was like, they messing up their artists. I was like, okay, he gonna tell me. Year 3, Tessa, she's focused. Her high arching shot is beautiful to see. Oh, shit, yeah. Listen, she a junior. Tessa a pro. Yeah, we play 40 minutes. That got to be our standard. Yeah, we get that. Yeah, we get the South Carolina whistle. She was getting a Mississippi State whistle. It's different. She was in a dunker spot too. Still got to understand, like, hey, you're gonna have to finish through the contact. Not so hard, little soft kiss off the glass. That can't be hard kisses, little, like that. We see Florida again February 17th. Us? I don't see a game for us on February 17th. I see a game for us on the 8th at Tennessee. I'm gonna be there. At LSU on the 14th, and then at Alabama on the 19th. They was expecting a lot of Shaq's kids. He had glimpses of greatness, but she wasn't there yet. Oh, listen, Miari O'Neal gonna be all right. Who was higher ranked as a recruit coming out of high school, Leia or Tessa? I think Tessa. Which y'all let me know. Okay. I don't know who. Chloe Kitts would be just fine. You see all the men going crazy over her at the NBA draft. I don't know what that got to do with anything. Chloe Kitts is a hooper. Oh, you all good. Ms. O'Neal's gonna be fine. She has rebounding, a jumper, and she has her free throws. Yeah, she worked on her body some. Miari just had to mature and get serious about hoop. If they had played a tougher schedule, they might have a lot more losses. Well, but you might have a lot more experience too. The 7-1 lady for Florida. I have more hope for Medina getting the 5th year. What 7-1 lady for Texas Tech? What 7-1 lady at Florida? Hold on, you confusing me. I don't know. Is the LSU pressure up? Y'all let me know. Waiting for Carolina to say something about shooting better free throws than her dad when Joyce fouled her on that 3. Oh, man, listen. We got to get them damn free throws together. Let me see. We play Arkansas next, y'all. Texas Tech got a 7-1 player. Texas Tech got a 7-1 player. Now, the Razorbacks 11-6. they haven't really beat anyone that they lost to Texas Tech, they lost to Harvard, they lost to SMU, they lost to Arkansas State, they lost to Vandy, they lost to Alabama. So I just I don't know a lot about them. Let me see, are they a young team? Let me look at the roster. No, not necessarily a young team. Sophomores, juniors, couple freshmen. I can see right away it's not a lot of height here. 6'3" is probably as tall as they go. 6'3" is as tall as they go. They got a lot of fives. 5'10", 5'10", 5'7", 5'10", 5'7", 5'9", 5'9". Not a lot of size there. International team. A player out of Egypt. Couple players out of Spain. Player out of Australia. Player out of Malta. Yeah, I don't expect. They'll get up. They're going to play their best game of the year. I don't think that they'll challenge us a lot. I think that the pressure is up. Good, that'll be my next stop. Arkansas will probably play their game of the best game of the season against us. Somebody will probably have their career high against us, and they'll take the L and going on to whatever their next game is. That's what I think. Zakiya Johnson seemed like another last tier pull, just average. I don't know. It looked like it was working with Lake, so I would have used it. Tess been conducting herself like a pro since she got there, waiting her turn. Was one of the best players off the bench in college, and they're ready to start this year and up her game pro stuff. But I'm gonna say this too about the Minnesota kids. They hoopers. Liv McGill, Minnesota kid too, right? Minnesota kid. Tessa, Liv, Paige, Kaishi Lunan. Minnesota kids. O'Neal is really passionate about the game, but it can look like she has a bad attitude because of her body language and facial expressions. Okay. It's probably good that they had that non-conference schedule because they would have a lot more losses. What the fuck? I don't understand. I gotta go. I gotta see what she's talking about. What did that? Do you think we really need Alicia this year? Yes. Yeah, I think we do. I think we do. For the depth. For the depth. That's why. Sound like a heavy on Deli and Mary Carey on Thursday. Yeah. Deli, Mary Carey. See my freshmen get active. Isla, Gotti, Maddie. I want to see them get active. Everybody just get get back to normal. The pros. Zakiya Johnson, McDonald's All American. She not average. She just not fitting in LSU system. Well, they got to figure out how to use her. Stephanie Okechukwu is the 7'1" Nigerian center recently signed to Texas Tech. We talked about her, y'all. We talked about her. We looked at the tape. Remember? She was playing pro over there in Japan. Remember? Kim said they non-conference is a non-factor for tonight's result. Okay. Well, then maybe it ain't. What was the factor for tonight's result? Did she say? You think Dowda doesn't play with confidence? I didn't think that Dowda had a bad game. I just think that Dowda didn't score a lot. What you might be looking for Dowda may not be what they asking Dowda to bring. That's the other thing I gotta look at. Akai is aggressive, scoring even when she's traveling. She don't give a fuck. Hey, but even that, I just like that she got aggressive in the fourth. She got mad and was like, let's go get the win. You don't think she looked to score? I like to see her look to score some more. She has the shot. She got to show us she got that shot now. Knock it down. If any other freshman did what Tessa did in one of the biggest championship games in history, would have got the big head, especially if they had come off the bench the next year, maybe with a transfer. Whoa. Not in Don's program. Anything tougher earlier, we would have had a lot of losses. She's so whack. Bro. Once again, a Kim problem. During non-con play, Kim should have been running half-court plays instead of layup drills. Yeah, following coach's orders is always first priority, for sure. Y'all got any concerns going into Arkansas? I don't have any concerns. And Nasty. Russell, only bring the facts to the chat. What's up over there on Instagram, man? Appreciate y'all hanging out. Yeah, I disagree. Woodruff, I don't think that Tessa had a sophomore slump. I think that Tessa did exactly what we asked her to do, which was be an understudy to Bree Hall, to improve her defense, to be ready to be clutch, to be ready to step in and run the point when she needed to, and to understand the ins and outs of this offense. And that's what I believe that Tessa walked back into this season doing. Tessa talked about the fact that she turned her own self into a three-point shooter only, and she's gone back to going to her midi and shooting her jumper. Tessa's playing pretty basketball right now. I don't think it was a slump. I think Tessa did exactly what we needed her to do last year. Be Bree Hall's understudy. Was rebounding an issue in the first loss for LSU? I think rebounding is always their issue. Rebounding and who they gonna defend? Kind of miss good old Mike Neighbors with his no defense coach himself. He had lightning in the bottle that 1 year. Good take. Breezy Scooter. Well, her defense is nice. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. I just think we took a step back on the offense and had her step up on defense a little bit to be a complete package this year. Freshies playing time. Good tune up. Allow us to run some new things in the game. Joyce has got to be aware where she's at and where the shooters are. Yeah, but also just aware where she's at on the floor sometimes too. Just better looking up on the floor, especially when she's coming. Oh man, she had a nice one coming down the baseline where she got called for the foul just because she got to going too fast and move it. They're coming, Joyce. Once you move, they're coming. So know that they coming in and have whatever that counter is gonna be. So we're not getting them offensive fouls and stuff. Big Four's problem was her ankle. They want to be like us so bad, biting lats and out her. Man, I'm not doing that. I ain't doing none of that shit. Doubted playing out of position, but she needed to work on her game and handle these past years. But with her being a senior, she needed to get a little meaner when she on the floor. Stop being nice. Yeah, be scary, Mary Carey. People that may be lurking. As I said, I would take Breezy over Citron last year. Yeah. I did too. And that's not a knock on Citron. It's just, but I'm, me, MJ. I'm the same one that told him I'm taking Tessa over Juju. That's just me. That's just me. Miracle Rider, what's happening, fam? We got any other Gamecock business we got to take care of? Kim said she couldn't review the Blake's out of bounds call. No, I don't think that she could because she couldn't stop the ball. She couldn't stop the game. If she'd had a timeout, maybe she could have had him look at it. She could have appealed it. But because the game just went on, yeah, I don't think so. Now, you can do an appeal without a timeout, but if you lose the appeal, you give up a technical shot. Officer T. Davis, what's happening? I was worried about Tack, but she is really coming along. Oh, yeah, she is. Who be in the top 10 ranking? So here's the thing. I had them going to 10. Yeah, no timeouts. So here's the thing. You can challenge. If you lose the challenge without a timeout, it's a tech. So you got to take the risk. You got to decide. Y'all. The rules with the challenges are, and they said it in the game. Y'all go back. If you don't have any timeouts, you can still challenge. But if you lose the challenge, it's a technical shot. It's a technical foul shot to the other team. Country Notary, what's happening? And that was my thing. Because the play kept going, that was why I said she couldn't appeal it. She would have had to call. She would have been able to stop the ball for the appeal, and that's why I think she couldn't appeal it that issue. But it's another thing too. It's only certain things that you can challenge. Thank you, Country Notary. Non-call cannot be challenged. It was an obvious win if she challenged. You think it was an obvious win if she challenged? Oh, an obvious win for the challenge, not an obvious win on the game. I got you. Should the refs have looked at it? I don't even get into all that, man. You didn't lose the game because that girl got away with it out of bounds. That's not why you lost the game. That game was over. Okay. Yep. Obvious challenge win. Got you. Rules. Yep. Exactly. Got you. Blake's hot back off that line like hot potato. Mm-hmm. Only way refs looking at it if buzz down from video team. Oh well, that's it. Blame it on the video team. But y'all didn't lose that because of that anyway. Damn it. So we don't want to hear that. That ain't why you lost it. Did she see 4 players at the end trying to put the shot back in? I'm gonna watch this LSU presser to see what Kim said about this loss. Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch this presser. What's the rest can look at it, but in that situation, a lot of times the ref will just go with the flow. High intensity game. Yeah, a lot on the line. Right. Don't insert yourself. I ain't doing a whole lot of back and forth about that goddamn call. It was too much other stuff that they did wrong. But that why they didn't win the game. I'm not talking about that girl stepping on that line right there. You happy Blake showed why she was a starter for USA basketball? You think she just showed now why she was a starter, Kappa? She had been showed that shit. I didn't have no questions why that girl was a starter. Kim admitted she doesn't have ballers yet. What? Kim ain't said all that in the goddamn pressure now. Kim said she ain't got ballers. Okay, that's okay. We almost done here anyway. I'm gonna go watch this presser. Meet me in the mansion if people ain't seen it. We gonna watch this thing in the villa. Video feed has a ref in the room with them for each game. Okay. Ain't no way she said that. Bro, Kim better not said that. Kim didn't say that, bro. Kim ain't said this. It's okay. I'm gonna tell y'all when I come back at 11:30 if she said it, because I'll be back with Coach Coleman at 11:30 for the CC show. But I had to come up here and spend some time with just the game. Game! Put them cocks in the chat, man. Rock out with your cock out, man. Cocks up, man. We hard. Lay had a great game. Bashar, too. Guess Lay gonna have to go to TCU if things don't work out for her this year. I hope she don't got to go to TCU. She ain't say that. She better not go to TCU. There's no reason for Lay to go there. This is her team. Unless you better understand that this is my Lay's team if they want to be winners. This right here, today's game, when Flau'jae fell off, this should have been about Lay, Zakiya Johnson that she was playing with, and Michaela Williams, who will shoot the leather off the goddamn ball. Moki talking about parity and NIL being the reason teams are harder now. What? Yeah, stop. Yeah, I'm about to watch it too, Capo. I'm gonna watch it too. She threw her 2 freshmen under the bus as being part of the reason they lost. Damn. Y'all put them cocks in the chat, man. I appreciate that. Y'all, we got 208 in the chat. Y'all hit the like and the share. They both right there. Hit the like and the share. They both right there, y'all. I appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us today. Gamecocks, I'm finna get ready to get out of here. I'm back at 11:30 with Coach Coleman for the CC show, y'all. Y'all pull up. We're going to talk just hoops, period, in general. But we needed this time to review what we had going on. Kim said, yep, I see why they call her no breaks Blakes. She in great condition. I'm out of here, y'all. Until next time, man, y'all smash that like button. Like this video after it's done. Y'all, stay tuned. Talk soon. Let's talk sports. Back at 11:30.